Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So I'll go over the equipment we need, the usual, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So what we'll need today, minimal equipment for today's workout. So make sure you have some space. We'll be doing our cardio to start, and then we'll also do some balance work. But if you want to hold any type of resistance for your cardio portion, make sure it's nice and light. I'm going to be holding my water bottles, or you can have some light dumbbells, but remember, you don't have to hold anything at all. Remember, this is your workout. Go at your intensity and do what feels best for you. So, water bottles or light resistance, space, of course, so you feel free to move, no fall, trip hazards around. Make sure you have a nice, sturdy, comfortable sitting area. So your chair, if you're sitting on a couch or your lounge chair, something like that, make sure it's nice and sturdy so you can get a good workout with it. And then, of course, have your water close by and another dumbbell if you'd like when we do our core work. So with all that being said, I'll let you all go get the equipment you need. So again, we'll be doing our cardio to start. We'll have a seat, we'll do a quick light stretch, we'll do one set of our core work, we'll transition to standing to do our balance work, and then we'll sit back down, a couple more sets of our core, stretch it out, be done. So, with all that being said, I would love for everyone to chime in. I already saw all of the people who, even before we said, tell us where you're from, were already telling us where you are watching us from, where you are doing this workout from. We love to see how this community is growing. So if you get a chance and you have the ability, let us know where you are watching and doing this workout from. Also, if you have any questions or comments for me, I'd love to be able to answer them right now. But you can also do that at another time if you'd like. And I really, really hope that this finds everyone doing well, being safe, and with all that being said, make sure you've got your space and especially that water, and remember, make this your workout. If you need to modify and stay seated for the entire thing, please do so. This is a fine workout to do that. Any of them are. Make it yours. I'm going to go over. I'm going to start the music. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, I'm excited for this one. This is a good one because we're going to work that core. We're going to work our balance, which is a lot of core and lower body, and of course our fun cardio to start. All that being said, now I'm starting the music. We're getting going. All right. All right. So again, you do not have to hold any resistance. That is up to you. I'm choosing to hold lighter dumbbells, lighter water bottles, I should say. But if you have light dumbbells, if you have 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, I say no more than 5 because it just gets to be a lot on the shoulders, a lot on the elbows. So holding something light for resistance if you'd like. Let's start with our march. Nice and lifted. Core is nice and tight, lengthen that spine, relax those shoulders down, especially if you're holding on to something. We're going to want to creep those shoulders up because we're going to start feeling those arms working. Release your shoulder blades down your spine, keep them there. Entire workout, entire day. Deep inhales, deep exhales. So throughout our cardio, I'm not going to stop and take a water break. We're not going super long, but I know, as I saw from most everyone, including myself, it's very warm. We're starting to warm up. It's getting humid. Go at your pace. Take water breaks when you need them. Legs are marching, big deep inhale, arms up and around. And exhale. One more time, big deep inhale, arms up and around. And exhale. Just pick up that intensity on that march. Knees come up a little bit higher. Pumping those arms, remember, can all be modified. Same movement in that chair. Really focusing on your form. Nice and lifted and proud through the upper body. We're going to go into our heel digs to start. Right, left, alternating. Just heel dig to the front. Right, left, then you can press that arm to the front. Extend, extend. Exhale, inhale. Slight bend stays in the knee joints. Those abdominals are pulled in nice and tight. Extend, extend. 4, 3, 2, one more each side, then come back to that march and hold it. Find your footing and breath in between each movement today. Make sure you have that space next to you. Our toe taps are going to go out next to us. Again, alternate right, left. So press right, left, extend right, left. Exhale, inhale. Especially if you're holding on to some resistance, don't just throw the arms into your different movements. Really protect those joints. Slow and controlled, never locking out from the elbow or shoulder. Breathing, exhale, inhale. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, one more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold that march. So in between each movement, do a little self-check. Core tight, length stays in that spine. You're nice and proud and your shoulders are relaxed. Think those things each and every time. Focus behind us now. Make sure you've got that space to do those toe taps behind you. Tap right, left, extend the arms back like a little tricep kickback. Exhale, inhale. So chest is slightly forward. Those abdominals are pulled in tight, protecting that lower back. Extend, extend. Remember, those taps that we do, no matter what direction, are as big as you feel comfortable. You're pushing yourself, we're getting our heart rate up, that blood is pumping, but we want to feel safe and secure as well as we work. 3 more. 3, 2, one more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold that march. All right. Moving with our march now. If you feel comfortable, if you're seated, obviously stay seated. If you want to stay stationary and hold on to something, please do so. If we're moving, you're going to come towards me. We're going to add an arm movement to it today. But let's just do our march forward. So it's 4, 3, 2, then back. A couple more like that. Let's do one more. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. Add arms, bring them up and bring them down. Slow, controlled. Breathing with it. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2 more. 1 more. Come towards me if you're moving. Back to where you started. Hold on to your march now. Nice and lifted. A lot of front shoulder work with that movement. A lot of pectoral work. Relax those shoulders. Space is next to us. Side steps are next. Starting with just focusing on lower body to do those side steps. Right, left, side to side. Then we're just going to kind of pull to each side. Pull right, pull left. Press them out, press them out. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Tyson looks excited, ready to go, doesn't he? I'm slowly putting him to sleep. 3 more each side. 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up to our march. Remember, go at your pace. Stop and grab water whenever you need it, or if you're standing, transition to sitting if that's necessary. Next one we're gonna do, you're gonna press your arms straight out towards me, alternating right, left, and the foot's gonna do a slight back tap. So it's gonna be same arm as leg, almost like you're punching your hand towards me or whatever you're holding for resistance. So let's start right, left. Again, pull that core in tight. I know you're focusing on the movements. Focus on form as well. Bend in those knees, don't lock them out and hyperextend. You're gonna hear me say that a lot today when we focus on our balance work. Pressing out. Extend that hand straight towards me. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold on to that march. Good job. Stick with me, we're getting there. Legs are gonna stay marching. This one, especially if you're holding on to resistance, nice, slow, and controlled. Be very careful of those shoulders. We're gonna extend our arms straight up overhead. If that's available to you, then press them down. So we press up, down, extend, extend. Exhale, inhale. Lengthen up, lengthen down. Again, we're not just throwing those arms up or that resistance up. Be mindful of our shoulders, our elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Just hold on to that march. We're gonna alternate our knee raises next. So right knee, left knee is gonna come up. We're gonna do a kind of bicep curl with those arms. So arms are by your side. Alternate legs to start. So come up right, left. If that's too much for balance, remember that little toe tap to the front. Add upper body, curl up, curl up. If you're not holding resistance, make a nice straight palm. So fingers are out long. You're gonna add resistance going through that air. Right and left, right and left. Keep the core pulled in tight, helps with the balance. 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more each side and march it out. Whew. Stay nice and lifted. Deep inhales, exhales. So now back of the lower body, back of the arms is what we're gonna focus on next. So make sure you have that space behind you. Hamstring curls, let's alternate to start. Curl right, left. Flex that foot. Focus on the back of your leg, your hamstring. Now, if it's available and you feel comfortable, open out those arms. Relax the shoulders down. Focus on your triceps, the back of the arm, to do that extension out. Exhale, inhale. Pressing through the heel, make the back of the leg lift that foot behind you. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side, back up to our regular march. Find footing and breath, remember. Relax those shoulders, we're starting to creep them up, I know. Release them down, we're warming up. Our Zig Zag Walk is next. I know a few of you have chimed in and told me how much you like this. I do too. So we're gonna start incorporating this one probably every time. So that zigzag, right, left, then zigzag, pattern back. If you don't wanna move with it front to back, side step, right and left. Same thing that we're doing, we're just adding movement with the zigzag. So we just go front, 2, 3, and then bring it back to where you started. Or just regular side step. Do what you feel comfortable with, remember. Breathing. Keep that bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out, you're almost in a mini squat and you're staying there through this movement. Keep going, right, left, go back, right, left, right. Let's do that 3 more times. Come towards me if you're moving. Bring it back. Let's do that 2 more times. And back. 1 more. Front, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back where you started. Go back to that march. I see why so many people say they like it. It's a fun one. All right, next one, modified low impact jumping jacks. So we're gonna alternate side taps. Those arms are gonna come around. If that movement all the way around is not available, just go as high as you can go, almost like a side raise. Perfectly fine. Alternate side taps, right, left, bring those arms around. Again, if that is not available, do what is best. Or even if your heart rate's starting to get a little too high, just upper or just lower body working. That'll help decrease the heart rate a little bit, but you're still working on that endurance, heart strength, lung strength. Breathing. Let's do 4 more on each side. 3, 2, 1 more, right, left. Come back up to our march. Good job. Couple more movements, then we get to sit and grab that much needed water. All right. Now our modified low impact jump rope. So we're gonna bring those arms around like we have a jump rope. And we're just gonna do a little toe tap to the front. So feel as if you're pressing the ball of your foot in front of you. So we'll start with that lower body. Little press, press, bring those arms around like you have that jump rope in your hands. Exhale, inhale. Really press into the ball of the foot. Feel your quadricep muscle and abdominals engage with that movement. With or without resistance in those hands, you'll feel those shoulders working too. Breathe into it. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side, then back up. Hold on to that march. Last thing, just to slowly start to bring the heart rate down. If you moved with your march before, that's what we're gonna do again with that upper body movement, lifting those arms. If you didn't, stay stationary. Towards the end of the workout, don't try and bring that intensity up now. Wait for the next time. So wherever you're at, seated, stationary, if you're moving with me, let's move. Front and back. Moving with it, bringing those arms up slow and controlled. Again, this is our last movement before we just march to bring the heart rate fully down before we have our seat. Front, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, 3. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more time. If you're coming towards me, come towards me. Go back to where you started. Hold on to that march. If you have something and you can place it down without allowing your head to go below your heart, go ahead and put that resistance down. Then come back to me. Let's march, fully bringing it down. Deep inhales, exhales. Legs are marching, those 2 big deep inhales, exhales, arms moving. Inhale up and around, and exhale. 1 more time, big deep inhale, and exhale. Just let those arms hang, little shake out. Slowly stopping those feet. All right, go ahead, and if you have a chair, bring that chair over or get into your comfy chair. Grab some water. I will do the same. I'm already sweating here in warm, if I dare say warm, hot Arizona. But I know it's hot everywhere. I saw hot Houston come up, hot Simpsonville. Madrid seemed nice. It's nice and rainy, you said. Haven't seen rain here for months. All right, we're in our nice, comfortable, sturdy chair, right? You've grabbed a little sip of water. let's just do a couple of stretches before we go into our one set of core. Nice and lifted, let's just twist and open to that right side. Big deep inhales, big deep exhales. We're still working on bringing our heart rate down. Nice, slow, and controlled. Through center to the left, twist and open. Come back to center. Hands next to you on your chair if available, or beside you. We just want to lean that chest forward. I want you to feel your shoulder blades squeezing on your upper back as you open through the shoulders and chest. Breathe into the entire front body, opening up. Walk them back down the back of the chair, place them onto your lap, hollow out the belly, arch and stretch your spine. Now open up those shoulder blades on your upper back. Breathe into each individual vertebrae into your lower back. And we'll sit up nice and tall, back to that neutral spine, nice and lifted, lengthen out through that right leg, slight bend in the knee, chest forward, feeling that stretch down the back of the leg, then allow yourself to release into it. Again, these are just quick stretches to get the body a little bit more loose. Roll up nice and slow, sit tall, right foot comes up, circle that foot around. Very important, work on that mobility of that ankle joint and stretch. We rely on that part of the body when we work our balance. Reverse that direction. We don't realize it, but we do. And release, other side. Left leg lengthens out, slight bend in the knee, core tight, chest slightly forward. Feel that stretch. Release into it. And breathe those deep inhales and deep exhales. Heart rate still going down, nice and slow. We'll roll it back up nice and slow. Sitting tall, left foot comes up, circling from the ankle joint. Get that mobility, get that stretch and strengthen. And reverse it other way. And release. Arms down by our side. 3 deep inhales, exhales. Inhale, length up. Just a big stretch up towards the sky. Release it down. We're going to do that 2 more times. I want you to get that length in your abdominals and spine. We rely on that for our balance as well. 1 more time. Big stretch up towards the sky. Lengthen, lengthen. Release it down. All right. Grab another quick sip of water. We're going to use the timer to do our abdominal work today. So I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. I'm going to grab that timer. All right. We're staying seated for it. So what we're going to do today for the core work. Now you know your level. You know where you're at and where your intensity is right now today. You can choose to add a dumbbell starting right now if you'd like to your core work. This first set that we're going to do, we're going to go through it 1 time. 4 movements, 30 seconds for each movement. I'm going to do the modified version, let's say the more beginner level through this set. Then we'll do our balance work. We're going to sit back down. We're going to do those core movements, a little bit different, but 4 movements, 30 seconds, 2 times through. That's where I'm going to up the intensity. I'm going to add a dumbbell to the very last set in different movements. You've been working with me for a while. You know where you're at, so make sure go to your level. All right? So with all that being said, you don't always have to follow me as I guide you. You know what you can do. All right? So I'm going to start the timer. We have 10 seconds, then we'll get started. You might be able to hear the beeps. They're pretty light, but if you hear beeps going on, it's nothing in your house, don't worry. All right? 10 seconds. We'll put it right there. First thing, sitting back, then sitting up nice and tall. Core tight, lengthen your spine. Back in the chair, don't lose that length in the spine. Center of the belly lifts you up nice and tall. Imagine that string pulling you up. Inhale back, exhale. Try not to pull from your legs. Your hip flexors are not pulling you up. You're not using momentum. It's those abdominals. They're pulling you to lift you tall. Inhale. Exhale. Leaning back in the chair now, we go on to those tippy toes. We're just going to alternate lifting the feet up. Remember, lower abdominals. That's our focus. This is a very easy one to finish the workout and go, wow, I really feel my hip flexors a lot today, because it's a lot of hip flexor work as well. But really put the mind focus into the lower abdominals to lead that foot up off the ground. Exhaling, inhaling. Barely tapping the ground when you release that toe down. Let's do one more to get that nice even. Sit up nice and tall. Feet are down. We're nice and lifted. Arms are going to be out for this one. I want your gaze to follow your thumbs. Bring those hands down to the right. Pull them back up center. Down to the left. Back up center. Exhale. Inhale. Those obliques, lower back are engaging to pull you back center. We're getting that range of motion in our spine. Exhale, inhale. That twist as big as you feel comfortable. It can be very small. You're still working. And back up center, cross those arms back over the chest if that's where we're starting at that beginner level. Length stays in the spine. Put all of the focus into your lower back. So chest goes forward, inhale. Exhale, your lower back engages. It lifts you up nice and tall. So imagine that string again. It's pulling you from your lower back. No momentum. Upper back is not pressing you up. Lower back engages. Pull you up to sit tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, tall. And release. I'm going to stop this timer. Grab some water. We're going to transition to standing. I'm going to turn off the music. You stay seated. I have to go over there to get the music. Stay in your chair. Don't get up yet. Grab some water. Because now we mean business. I want you to really be able to concentrate and listen to me. So I'm going to grab my quick sip of water like you all are doing as well. Don't forget how important that water is. So like I said, transitioning to standing. A lot of times, of course, when we go through our day, we just immediately get up. We don't think about what we're doing and what we're using to stand up. Sometimes when we do that quickly, what do? We're off balance. Really focus each and every time you get up. Once it becomes a thing you do all the time, it becomes a habit. And we really think about it without even thinking about it. So, transitioning to standing. Bringing those feet about shoulder distance apart. I say that because I'm trying to tell for the masses what is best to do. If you've had any knee replacements, you've had any hip replacements, anything where you have figured for your body a staggered stance is better for you, which it might be, especially with knee replacements, by all means, do what you know is best for your body. But to the masses, we say, feet shoulder distance apart, equal pressure ball of your foot to your heel. You're close to the edge of your seat. That is number one. A lot of times I see people trying to get up and they're all the way in the back of their chair. Think about how much more those legs have to work to pull you up. Scooch to the edge of that chair. Get those legs 90 degrees, equal pressure ball of your foot to your heel. Equal pressure. We're going to start with 3 presses into the foot in the ground. So I just want you to press firmly down into the ground. What do we feel? We feel our quadriceps engage because they want to lift us up. Gently release that. Let's do that 2 more times. Really feel those leg muscles. Exhale. Inhale, gently release it. 1 more time. Core tight, lengthen the spine. Press, 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 press. And release. That might be your work today. If you're staying in your chair, even for the balance work, please stay with those. Next level, we're going to lift our hips up off the ground. Same thing, equal pressure, ball of our foot to our heel, quadriceps, gluteals, abdominals engage. We exhale, those hips come up, they hover over that seat. We gently release back down. Keep that equal pressure. Exhale, gently release back down. Exhale. Gently release. 2 more. Exhale, let those hips come up, hover. Gently release. A lot of work for those quadriceps. 1 more. And release. We have those presses into the ground. We have our hip lifts. Staying at either one of those, or we're going to stand all the way up, gently sit back down. 5 repetitions. Go at your pace, keeping that equal pressure, feet shoulder distance apart. Ready? Exhale. Gently release back down. Don't plop back into that chair. Slow and controlled. No pain or pressure on the knee joints. Why? Because those quadriceps are pressing you up and gently releasing you. Let's do 2 more. And release. 1 more. We'll exhale, stand. We'll stay standing, going either behind your chair or holding on to that countertop wall, whatever you have available that you're going to use to help keep you balanced. So once we're there, take your time. If you're using a walker, keep that right in front of you. Same thing. You can do all these movements. Just make sure you have that chair behind you in case you do need to sit down or any of these movements are not available or right for you. But keeping that walker right in front of you, you don't have to move all the way to the side and use the back of something else. So have it in front of you. Same guides go for you. So behind that stable base, whatever you're using to hold on to your chair, your countertop, your walker. Stable base with those feet. We're back to that shoulder distance apart. We're going to start with our heel raises. Core tight, lengthen the spine, crown of the head straight up towards the sky. We go high on the balls of the feet, release down. Exhale, inhale. Always keeping that micro bend in your knee joints. We want to lock them out because we think that helps our balance. It does not. It does quite the opposite. If you were to fall, you'd have knees locked and you'd fall just like a tree, straight down. Micro bend in those knees is going to help. If you do fall, you will kind of fall into the body rather than straight down. 3 more heel raises. Strengthen those ankles and those feet. 1 more. And release. Little shake out of the legs. Next thing, side leg raise. Right side to start. Staying on that right side. Body's nice and tall. Keeping that slight bend in that standing leg. So slight bend in that left knee joint. We're leading from our right heel. Leg goes out to the side. Release to center. You can either release the foot all the way down to the ground. You can barely tap it, or like I'm doing, keeping it hovered over the ground. That foot stays flexed. That string is pulling from my heel. So my hip, my outer thigh, and my gluteals engage, working the lateral parts of the body. We rarely do that. We're always front to back, primarily front. 3 more. Nice and lifted. We're not leaning with this movement. 2 more. Last one. Little shake out. Same thing. Left side. Body nice and tall. Slight bend in that right knee joint. We're leading from that left heel. Foot stays flexed. Leg out. Release. Exhale. Inhale. Again, upper body's nice and tall. A lot of times we want to lean to the side because we get bigger range of motion. We're not focusing on range of motion so much. I make movements big so you can see what I'm doing. It can be a tiny lift out to the side, engaging what we're using, working that range of motion to your strengths. 3 more now. 2 more. Last one. And release. Little shake out of those legs. We're going to alternate our toe raises next. Stable base, shoulder distance apart. Always keep that slight bend in those knees. I told you I was going to say it a lot. Abdominals pulled in tight. Relax the shoulders. So right toes come up, left toes come up. I'm going to go a little to the side. I want you to see that as I'm doing this, my hips aren't moving. Again, we want to do this because what? We get bigger range of motion, but that's not what we really want to focus on. We want to focus on the strengthening and the stretching of things. That's how we're going to get better at it and then strengthen everything. So pull those right toes, pull those left toes. 3 more. 2. 1 more, right, left. back to center, little shake out. So make sure we have a little bit of space. If you're behind something, that's perfect. That will be our guide. We're going to step to the side, but then we're going to take a step to the front. Then we're going to go over to the other side. So always, first thing throughout our days, watch for those fall and trip hazards around us. Number one thing with our balance and fall prevention is to make sure there's nothing around us that we either can fall on, trip on, whether it's inside your home, inside of a store, or outside of the home. Those curbs and things like that, be very, very careful. So take the time. I noticed I was going to step over and most likely have to figure out how to navigate around that weight. And my timer, well, just move a little bit more. Make sure we know what's in our way, but we don't want to keep our head down entire time, right? All right. So we'll start behind our object that we're starting with. If you're using your walker, these are small, tiny little steps. Stay in the width of your walker. If you have a chair that you're going around or a countertop, just have that to hold on to. We're going to step out to the right, feet come together. Right foot is leading. That right foot goes to the front, feet come together. Right foot goes back, feet together. Now step to the left, we're back to where we started. That's our movements. We're getting that brain going too, along with the body. Don't lose your focus and form. Core tight. Over to the left. Left foot side, left foot front, left foot back. We take a step to the right to go back to where we started. Keep going. Right foot side, right foot front, right foot back, and where we started. Left foot side, left foot front, left foot back. That step to the right. Let's do it again. Right foot side, right foot front, right foot back, behind that object. Left foot side, left foot front, left foot back, and that step to the right. Let's do 2 more rounds of it. Focus on your form, slight bend in the knees. I know we're concentrating. Right foot side, right foot front, right foot back, and that step to the left. Left foot side, left foot front, left foot back. 1 more round. Right foot to the side, right foot to the front, right foot back, and to the left. Last side. Left foot side, left foot front, left foot back. Back where we started. Shake it out. Breathe. I always tell you to breathe, but I know when we're concentrating, we decide to hold our breath. Make sure you're breathing. I'm moving my chair a little so you can see me. So now back to those feet shoulder distance apart. Slight bend in the knees. Nice and proud. Relax your shoulders. We're going to rock onto the balls of our feet, then pull our toes up. Light pressure on whatever we're using. A lot of times, especially with those walkers, I see this so much. All of your weight, and you're focusing, and you're wondering, why are my triceps, why are my shoulders hurting? Lift yourself up. Raise those arms up if you need that, so you have good posture and form. So we're going to lift those heels up. We're going to rock back and pull those toes up. So heels up, toes up. If both toes coming up at the same time does not feel right, it's too much on your balance, then alternate. Right toes up, heels up, left toes up. Still challenging, going to where you are right now today. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one. And a little shake out of those legs. Focusing all on the right side for a few movements. Nice and lifted, core is tight. Focusing on front body, knee raise. So bringing that right foot up, little pause, release. It can hover over the ground, or you can gently release it down. Don't forget about the form. Don't forget about that standing knee joint. Exhale. Inhale. We're strengthening that quadricep. We're strengthening and getting that range of motion in our hip flexor and our lower abdominals. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Little shake out of that standing leg. Still working right side for a few more movements. Our hamstring curl. Flex your foot. Lead through the heel. Slow, controlled. Foot comes behind you. Release. Curl up. Release. Yes, these are movements we do when we do our cardio, but when we're going through it fast, we're really not focusing on what we're using. We're working on that heart rate, of course, coming up. We're still focusing on form, but we're not thinking. Now I'm working on the back of my body, my hamstring, my gluteals. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, release, little shake out. Right leg still working. Toe taps go front, side, back, back around to the front. So toe tap to the front, bring it to the side, bring it behind you, back to the side, to the front. Upper body's not moving. Everything stays in alignment straight towards me. We just want that leg moving from that hip joint, pulling it around, pressing it back, back around to the front. Keep that slight bend, don't lock it out. 2 more rounds around. Bring it back, side, front, side, back, side, front. Bring it back to center, little shake out. Now we're going to take a step forward, like you're walking with that right foot, and stop. We're in a staggered stable stance. We are on railroad tracks. We're not on a tightrope. Open those feet up. Feel stable to start. Now, let's make the body work a little bit more. Let's transfer weight front to back. Back heel up, front toes up. You should feel your core engage because it wants to pull you back to center. Where are we getting our balance from? Core, those abdominals, the lower back, gaining strength and flexibility in our lower body. Let's do 2 more like this. If it's available to you, we're lifting the entire foot off the ground. So the back foot comes up, the front foot comes up. Again, only if it's available, or keep with that rocking horse front to back. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. 2, last one. Keep your feet in that staggered, stable stance. Make sure you've got something to hold on to. Both heels come up, release. Heels up, release. Exhale, inhale. Bringing those feet in different placements. Works those ankle joints just a little bit different. 3 more. 2. Last one. Feet together, little shake out. Behind your chair, before we go to the left side, we're going to do a couple of movements. First one, closer your feet are together, more of a balance challenge. I'll move it to the side so you can see my feet. More of a balance challenge. Those arms are out. Relax the shoulders. Right fingertips go down, left go up. Our gaze can follow that hand at the sky. We come back to center, other side. Exhale. Inhale, slow controlled. Exhale. Inhale. All core here, really gaining that strength. Let's do 1 more each side. Exhale. Inhale. We have 1 more side to go. And back to center, release. Little shake out. Staying behind that chair, whatever you're holding on to. Now separate those feet a little more than shoulder distance apart. Now we're going to transfer our weight side to side. Nice and lifted. We put all of our weight on our right foot. Our left heel comes up. All the weight left foot, right heel comes up. So just transferring side to side. Again, we feel the core engage because it wants to pull us center. It feels that we're bringing our weight to one side and it wants us to be equal. So listen to that. Read it. Pull into the core. If you're comfortable, either staying here or you can lift the entire foot up off of the ground. Remember those slight bend in those knee joints. This one especially because we want to lock them out. Don't hurt those knees. Breathe. 2 more. 1 more. And back to center. Little shake out. Let's focus on left now. So everything we did on the right, guess what? We get to do on the left. So nice and lifted. Slight bend in that right knee joint. Core is pulled in tight. Let's start with that single knee raise. Left foot comes up. Release, it can hover. It can barely tap down or release it all the way down. If you're seated, all of these movements you're doing. Same thing in that chair. 2 more. Last one. Little shake out of that standing leg. Hamstring curl. We're flexing that left foot. We're bringing the foot up behind us. Release it. curl back, release. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, release, little shake out. Our toe taps, front, side, back, back around to the front. So that left foot, toe tap front, side, back, side, front. Remember, upper body hips don't move. It's that leg that's moving from the joint. Out to the side, behind you, side, front. We're breathing. We keep that slight bend in that knee joint. 2 more. Side, front. 1 more round. Side, back, side, front. Feet together, little shake out. Take that step forward with that left foot like you're walking. Staggered, stable stance. We're on our railroad tracks. We're not on our tightrope. Transfer our weight front to back again. Now on left side. All the weight left foot, right heel up, right foot, those front toes up. Front to back. Upper body's not leaning front to back. It's staying stationary in alignment with those hips. If you're comfortable there, stay there. If you want to up it just a little, entire back foot comes up, front foot comes up. Really feeling that core engage and pull you back to center. 3 more. 2. Last one. Now stay with that staggered, stable stance. Have something close by to hold on to. High onto the balls of both feet. Release down. Heels up. Release. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, feet together, little shake out. We'll go back behind our chairs just for a couple of things. We're going to do a tightrope walk, just a couple steps forward and back. I'm going to actually move that a little just so you can see my feet. Have something to hold on to. We're going to tightrope, 1 foot in front of the other, as close as you can get heel to toe, and then bring that back if you feel comfortable. If you're holding on to something, only go to the length of what you're holding on to. So say I've got my chair here. Let's see if I move it back here. Maybe you can see my feet. Perfect. So I'm holding on to it. I'm just going to take a step forward. So left goes in front of right, heel toe, if that's available. We do that a couple more times, and then bring it back. Same thing, heel toe. We're not leaning forward, we're not leaning back, we're not losing our core. We're trying to keep our gaze high out in front of us. This is what we want to do. I know. I want to do it too. I want to make sure my feet are in the right place. I want to make sure nothing's in my way, but we already know that. We've been focusing on that. Now stay nice and proud. Focus on keeping the core tight, the length in your spine. Don't lose that core. That's going to help with your balance. Don't lose your posture, which is only going to cause that curve in the spine. One more time, wherever you're at, heel toe walk. We'll bring it back to where we started, holding on to something to focus on our balance. Then we're sitting back down. Last thing we're doing, standing. All of our weight's going to go onto our right foot. We're on our left toes. That foot can come up or bring it behind us. High onto the ball of the right foot, we exhale up, release down. We're going to do 3 more of those. Last one. Now focusing still on right side, going on to that left foot. Wherever you are at, you can hold on, and we're going to all count from 1 to 10. You can lift that foot up. You can work on lifting one hand or both. Really focus on your balance. Keep that slight bend in the knee. Stay nice and lifted and proud. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release, little shake out. You're counting along with me so you don't hold your breath. That's the number 1. Let's do 5 repetitions of our single heel raise, then go into our balance on left side. So either toes are down, foot up, or bring it behind you. High onto the ball of your left foot. Release. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, bring those right toes down wherever you're at. This might be our work right now today, staying nice and lifted. That foot can come up. One hand are working on both. 10 down to 1. Keep that slight bend. Stay nice and proud. 10, 9, 8, 7. Count along with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Shake it out. Carefully transition back into your chair and grab some water. Yes, that was a long-standing set, working our balance. We're going back into core. Like I said, we're almost there. We have 2 more sets, 4 movements, like we did earlier with the timer, then a quick stretch, and we're all done. Good job with that balance work. It's a lot of core, it's a lot of lower body, it's a lot of brain work because we're focusing on everything and that proprioception, where our body is in our space. It's a lot to work on all at one time. So I'm not going to hold my weight for this set. I am for the second set that we're doing here, but I'm going to hold my hands behind my head. That's a little bit more than with them crossed in front of the body. So I'm going to start our timer. We're going to start with our sit back and sit talls, all right, in 5 seconds. My hands are going to stay here, remember, close to the edge of the seat to start. Core tight. Keep the length in your spine. Lean back, find where the back of that chair is to start, then pull from your abdominals nice and tall. So I don't want you to lose the length in the spine, because as soon as you do, you're losing core and you're just using momentum. No pulling from those legs. No pulling from your hip flexors. String right in the center of the belly. Lean back in the chair. We're going to alternate our toe raises again. Remember, if you're at a level where you can lift both up at the same time, please do so. Lower abdominals. Lift up. I want a little pause. Release, lift up, little pause. Keep the abdominals tight. No pain or pressure in your lower back. We're making the lower abdominals work. Bye, Alicia. I just looked over. Hope you liked the zigzag, of course. Keep going, almost there. Focus on your lower abdominals. Sit up nice and tall. Again, my hands are going to be behind my head for my twists side to side. I'm going to alternate a knee raise with it. Go where it feels best for you. Twist right, twist left. Putting the focus into your obliques and your lower back strengthening as you work on range of motion in your spine. You can twist just a little as you work on that range of motion. Exhale, exhale, almost there. And then back to center. My arms are going to stay behind my head if that's available. They can be on your shoulders. You can keep them crossed, or they can be on your lap. Chest forward, inhale. Exhale, lower back lifts you up. Inhale. Exhale. Really picture that string pulling from your lower back. The abdominals stay pulled in and engaged. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go straight into our second set. So if you're going to choose to hold on to a weight, we'll go ahead and grab that. We've got 10 seconds. It goes really quick. If you're holding on to any type of resistance, just keep it nice and close to the body. Don't forget about your form just to add something to it. Always remember that. Even different hand placements. Sometimes we want to up it, but then we lose our form, and we wonder why we're not feeling it where we are supposed to feel it. Inhale, exhale. The abdominal wall pulls you up. Inhale, exhale. We're going to stay back in our chair. This time we are going to lift both of our feet up off the ground only if You have no pain or pressure in that lower back if you do stay alternating. Both toes come up, little tap down. So we're not bouncing those feet up. We're relying on the lower abdominals. It's easy to kind of get momentum going, but we don't want that. We want those lower abdominals to engage. We want that little pause, then release slow, controlled movements. Make the body part we want to work. Exhale, inhale. Almost there. Up nice and tall. Again, if you're holding on to something, that same movement like we did with the first set. We'll alternate the knees coming up. We'll add that twist, especially with resistance. Slow and controlled. Focus on the sides of your waist. That's the obliques when I talk about those. Your lower back. With the knee raise we're getting the lower abdominals involved as well. So really the entire abdominal wall is working here, along with range of motion in that spine. And then your resistance close to the body, it's not gonna move. Focus on the lower back. Last movement, quick stretch. We're almost there. Keep the abdominals tight. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lower back lifts you up, part of that core. Inhale. Exhale, slow, controlled. Again, no momentum, throwing you back up. Don't press from your upper back. Lower back lifts you up. The tighter you can pull those abdominals in, the more you will feel that lower back engage and lift you. Inhale. Exhale. And time. If you're holding something, put it down, out of the way. I will stop this timer. I will grab a quick sip of water, and we did it. We are almost complete. Of course, we have our stretch, but we did all of the hard work. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Like the sign says today. So let's get a quick stretch in. Stretch everything out that we worked, and a lot of times people go, I don't see why we have to stretch. We just did only balance work and core work. When we do balance, we're tightening everything. We're getting those muscles involved. Now let's stretch them out. So nice and lifted, twist and open to our right side. Big deep inhales, big deep exhales. We're all lengthened, we're warmed up. We can really get into our stretches now, more so than at the beginning of class. Through center to the left, twist and open. Come back to center. Those hands go next to us on the chair, or if you can walk them up, walk them up. Really allow your shoulders and chest to open. So the entire front body, I want you to feel that opening as you squeeze your shoulder blades. So really think about this for your posture. If you have a tendency to round through your upper back and allow those shoulders to come forward, this is a wonderful stretch to do throughout the day to open you back up, to open that chest, open those pectorals, get them stretched out. Now bring the hands back onto the lap, hollow out the belly, arch and stretch the spine. Always good to do counter stretches once you open up through the chest and squeeze your back together. Now open through your back, squeeze the chest back together. And nice and lifted, tall in that chair, lengthen out through that right leg. Chest forward, we gain our length, then we release into it. Our deep inhales and exhales, feel from your calf, back of your knee joint, hamstring, gluteals into your lower back. Worked those a lot today with our standing balance work. Roll up nice and slow, sitting tall, right foot comes up, circle that foot around, loosen up the ankle joint, open up your toes. Again, when we work on our balance, we have a tendency to curl those toes to try and balance us, which of course it doesn't. Reverse other way, open those toes up. Let's release that right foot down, same thing, left leg is out long, slight bend in the knee, chest goes forward, we gain our length, and then we release into our stretch. Deep inhales, exhales, releasing everything. Roll it up nice and slow, sitting tall. Left foot comes up, circle that foot around. From the ankle joint, open those toes. Reverse it other way. And release that foot down, arms by your side, just 3 shoulder shrugs. Shrug them up towards the ears and release them down. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, release them. One more. Just 3 circles to the front, open through the upper back. Get that mobility in the shoulders. Reverse it, bring those circles to the back, open through the shoulders and chest, release your shoulder blades down your spine. One more, keep those shoulder blades released down your spine. Bring your hands onto your lap. Head turn, look over your right shoulder. Work on the stretches and range of motion in the neck. And other side, look over the left. Back to center, right ear releases towards the right shoulder, upper body doesn't move, those shoulders don't come up to meet the ear. And then we'll roll our chin through chest level, get the left ear over to that left shoulder. Stay nice and tall. Roll the chin to chest level, keep it there as you stay nice and lifted in the chair. Length stays in the spine. Now bringing your gaze up towards the sky, no added pressure. Head comes back center, arms by our side, 3 deep inhales, exhales, inhale, length up overhead. Exhale, release it out. 2 more, releasing everything. Inhale, length up. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, length up overhead. Exhale, release it all out. Whew. We are all done. Wonderful job. Good job, everyone. We did it. Whew. That was a good one. See, we think balance and core work. Oh, easy peasy. No. It works. We can feel the body engage. Wonderful, wonderful job. I'll go through and say hello. So Deb in Hot Houston, wonderful job. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I've been speaking with you a lot through emails and such, and I'm just so excited that you're part of the community now. Helen from Taylor, Alabama. I'm sure it's hot there too. Jill from Madrid. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. Jeannie, my mom from Hot Simpsonville. Yes, yes. We have JW Dance Divine from Surprise, Arizona. Sandra from New York. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it. Alicia, who was with us from Ontario. I think she had to leave, but she said later that she enjoyed it, so thank you, Alicia. Joanne from Warsaw, Poland. Wonderful. She says, greetings to everyone. If you can't see maybe the board of what people are saying. A lot of people are saying hello to everyone, because remember, the community. Barbara from community. SF community. I like that. Senior fitness community. Ready for another workout here in Braintree, Essex, post hairdo. So no hair in my eyes now. 4 p.m. here. Barbara and Bob, fit to go. I like it. I hope you enjoyed it, Barbara and Bob. MR from Vienna, Austria. Wonderful. Kay from steamy Birmingham, Alabama. There it is. I knew. I'm sure that humidity is amazing there. Rebecca, I like this one. Good morning. My friend Jill from Madrid invited me here today. She's in Huntsville, Alabama. So wonderful. I love the referrals. Thank you so much to Jill and Rebecca. Larry and Daryl in Brooklyn, where it's 78 degrees. I'm sure you'll get much warmer too, right? Beth in Sebring, Ohio, between Youngstown and Canton. Hi, Beth. Barbara from upstate New York. Hello. I hope you all enjoyed the workout. Beth suggests to include the time zone in announcement of workout. If you look at the graphic, we usually have multiple time zones put on there, from Hawaii to throughout every section of the U.S. So they're all pretty much labeled, but we'll see if there's another way to add it to it. But they're all on there already, Barbara, or Beth, excuse me. I was reading in between Beth, but if you want to email me, I can send you the graphic. If you've signed up already, it should be on there. But Anne, hello. I've had some sciatica issues and have to be careful. Don't want to miss my times with you, though. Hot here in Marietta, Ohio. So I did do a learning level video for sciatica. So if you're having that pressure, remember the twists are what we're trying to really maybe stay away from right now, but you need to get that lengthening and strengthening through the entire back body, hips, lower back, hamstrings. So I have that video out there that could be some help to you. Leanne, hello from Ringgold, Georgia. Hot and humid, yes. James from San Francisco, California. Wonderful. Muriel joined us again today. Aloha, Team Meredith from Hawaii. Wonderful, Muriel. Florence from France. Wonderful. Hello from France, Florence. Joel and Barbara from Norman, Oklahoma. Rita Preston in Ohio says hi to all. Casey gives a nice little heart. Mary S. Gonzalez, hello from Mary and Robert in Laverne, California. We have Phyllis here in Surprise, Arizona. You got to join us. Hello, Phyllis. Sue in London, missed the beginning, so you'll replay it tomorrow. Good job. When is Meredith live? During the week, day and time, please. Thursdays, 8 a.m. here in Arizona. That's Mountain Standard Time, so we have to do the conversion for where you're watching from. But it's 8 a.m. Mountain Standard here in Arizona every Thursday. All right. Rigo, amen, thank you. Alicia, yes, you had to run, but thank you for joining. In the first core exercise, should I keep my back flat or can I? Yes, wonderful question, MR. I always say keep a nice straight spine, but there's always slight curvature in your spine, and everyone has different curvature in their spine. Sometimes we have to add a little bit of curve so we don't have pain and pressure in our lower back, so you have to do what feels best for you. I just don't want this, because as soon as we do this, we're not using the core so much to lift us up. If you keep length with a slight curve, but we keep that the entire time, then yes, you can keep that slight curve in the spine. It's just not we're losing our entire core as soon as we lose our posture. So trying to keep a little length, but again, we all have different spines, we all have different curves, we all have different pains in different areas. So yes, a little bit is perfect. Grace says hello from the Philippines. Hello, Grace. Oh, I will have to translate that one. I should be up on if my kids were here, they would tell me what you said in Spanish. Casey, love your workout. Wonderful job. Thank you from Casey in Ontario. Joanna, thank you for constantly coming up with new moves, Team Meredith. Of course, that's what we're trying to do, is keep you motivated. Always changing it up is what I like to do. Rebecca, thank you. I loved it. Fran from Florida, Mandy's mom. Tyson, Mom, did I do a good job breathing in and out? Oh, yes, with my eyes closed. He always does. Look at this dog. Nisa from New Orleans, hello, wonderful. Thank you. By the way, another great workout. Casey, looking forward to the next one. Me too. Beverly in Burlington, Canada, love the balance segment. Thank you. Mary says thank you. Casey, we got more nice hearts. Sandra, love the workout. See you next Thursday. That's right. I will see you next Thursday for sure. I think we're going to up the intensity a little next Thursday, do a little more HIIT. So we're going to use some resistance, our weights. We're going to stand, we're going to sit. We're going to bring that heart rate up. That's where we're going next week. But again, www.seniorfitnesswithmeredith.com. Again, another great resource for you to go to if you want to sign up for our newsletter, listen to our podcasts, get all of our videos. If you have a certain body part or a certain type you want to work, click on that. It'll pull up all those videos that are in that realm that you want. It'll bring them right up for you. So lots of things we always have going out every week from that if you sign up and subscribe. Again, subscribe to our channel as well if you were able to join us today. And I'm so proud of you. I say that, but I mean it. It means everything to me that you want to join this workout with me, that you comment and tell me how you like the workouts. That all means everything to me, because that's why I'm doing this, is to help you, to make you happy, to make you fit, to make you well, to keep you social in these times when it's just not available to us, and to start this community where we can all come together and feel as if we are working on a common goal, to be healthy, well, fit, and happy and positive. So I am so proud of you. Keep that with you all day long and throughout your entire days. That I'm proud of you, and everyone else around you I know is, especially in this Senior Fitness with Meredith community. So everything being said, Tyson says goodbye and thank you. I do as well. So I will definitely see you next Thursday. Keep working out with all those wonderful videos and workouts we have for you. Listen to our podcasts, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. I'm proud of you. Goodbye.